How tough was it for you to get hold of MS Dhoni for doing such a series? Because we all know he's a little camera shy. So how difficult was it for you?
I think the story really began only when we knew that Dhoni would be ready to tell this story. Because as I said, it's an unscripted story, right? It's not a story where we are casting an actor to play Dhoni. It's Mahi playing Mahi himself, and that's the magic of the show. So after our conversations with him, and we had long conversations about the story and what we'd be covering, and he was very keen. He said, definitely I will talk about it. That's what made the show. So it kick-started with his consent.
Was there a specific part of the story that caught his attention, which made him click to agree to do the?
I think basically the saga, right? I mean, look at their journey. It's an amazing journey. The most successful IPL franchise, and then they get banned for 2 years. It's thrown into the wilderness. We don't know. They don't know whether they're ever going to come back as that franchise, but they do, and they come back with a team. Like as he says, people laughed at that team because they said, "Buddon ki fauj hai," and that team against all odds goes on to win IPL again in 2018. So it's an amazing story of the rise, the fall, and the rise again, and that's what the whole journey is about, and that's what he's spoken about.
So during the shoot of this film, the series, was there any particular point where MS Dhoni was very emotional and you had to tread carefully through that portion?
But the magic of this show is that Mahi has bared it all in this, and you will see it in the show. You can actually see, Captain Cool has always a mask, but in this show you can start seeing through that mask. You can see the person, you can see the human being behind the mask, and you can see that yes, certain things did hurt him, certain things did affect him emotionally, and that's what the show is all about. The emotional side or the emotional story behind the headlines.
The fans are a little scared about the trailer because there's this one particular line where he says that the team was involved in match fixing, but all of us actually thought only the owner was in contact with the bookies.
So see, these are details and these would be spoilers if I told you in an interview, but ultimately that's what you have to watch the show for, because when somebody who's an expert in the game, somebody who is one of the all-time greats of cricket in our country, when he explains how it works, and when he explains that yes, in theory he says I can be involved, batsman can be involved, bowler can be involved, the umpire can be involved, but ultimately what does it take to fix a match? And those are the details he gets into, and I think that for an audience will be really interesting.
Your film graph, it started off with a lot of inter-country and war films, and suddenly it's just gone to a whole new side, which is like cricket. Because with this and 83 is just cricket. What changed that?
It's pure coincidence. People ask me now, you used to be an expert on terrorism, now you're an expert on cricket. Absolutely not. For me, it's the story. And I've often said this, it's not about cricket, it's about the human story. You can replace a cricket with kabaddi, these stories still stand. 83 is a story of a classic underdog team who nobody gave a hope in hell, and they went on to win the World Cup. You can replace the sport, but the human spirit remains. In this also, you can replace a sport, but it's a triumph of the human spirit. It's the story of a leader who pulled everybody along with him and triumphed.
While having these conversations with MS for the series, did that help you also get a research into the 83 for your?
Absolutely. In a very strange way, yes. So it's not about the facts, not about the figures, not about IPL and the sport. It's about being able to observe somebody like Mahi, who's an icon in Indian cricketing, and being able to also see how that is similar to another icon in the Indian cricket world, which is Kapil Dev. So in a certain sense, the attitude of the man, the attitude of the way a team operates, of the dynamics of a team, there's a lot of similarity, and that, yes, you're right. When I'm working on Roar of the Lion, that's definitely going to help me in 53.
As obvious fans of MSD and Indian cricket, has Dhoni addressed the retirement question in your series?
No, he's actually not. We've not discussed that. As I said, it's basically about his journey in IPL. It's his journey along with CSK, with his fans, with his teammates. But no, we all hope that he never retires.
So talking about CSK, so you might have spent quite a good amount of time with the team for the series. So what do you think were their strengths last season to come back in the form that they did?
See, that's exactly what the show is all about. So what we dissect and what made them win again. From starting off as being called Chennai Senior Kings and Dad's Army, what made them click? What is it that made them? So that's what the show is all about, and I think that's what the audience are going to really enjoy watching. Please go and watch it and enjoy it.